Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the World on Drugs interview, and this week we got.
Lucas Santana.
So just let us know.
I can hold the mic.
Lucas Santana. Yeah, hold the mic, man.
My name's Lucas Santana. I'm a rapper producer from Long Island, New York. I like to rap and produce and put on shows and shoot videos, do all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
But who is Lucas Santana?
Oh, you're asking me on like a grand scale?
That's what you do.
Man.
What does your art mean to you? Like all that shit. Like get into it.
I don't know.
You just start out strong.
Damn, you just hopping right into it again, real deep. I don't know, man. I just like, I like to make art. I like to express myself through, my beats and my raps, and I love movies and TV shows and like painting and just like anything I can get my hands on, really. I'm just like a guy who enjoys all kinds of mediums and stuff like that. I like to tell jokes sometimes. Act up, act stupid. I don't really know.
So, what is your creative inspirations? Like, can you name some of your influences?
Yeah, for sure. Kanye, first off. Yeah. Always got to say Kanye. Absolutely, yeah. JPEG Mafia, Frank Ocean. Absolutely, man. Are you kidding me?
I don't know a lot of people who actually know about Peggy. Which is
Are you serious? I feel like he's gotten a lot bigger in the last couple of years, for sure.
The first time I found out about him is my boy Batuhan. He took me to the Scaring the Hose tour.
That's kind of like new too, though. Yeah. That was the first time you heard about him?
First time I ever heard about him. And then I started like listening to his shit, and I was like, okay, he's fire.
Good stuff, yeah.
Redville is one of my favorite artists.
Dude, Redville's fucking awesome.
A couple songs together, and I was like, okay, I can fuck with this.
Those are good songs. Kingdom Hearts Key. Yeah. Good song.
Black Enough is pretty fun.
Yeah, that's a great song too.
Danny Brown is actually sick.
Dude.
Because I've never heard Danny Brown in like that style, and I was like, okay, this is something.
No, he's awesome. Yeah.
Apparently, I just heard Peggy produced like some shit on Vultures too.
Yeah.
He was like a producer like that too.
No, yeah, I think he makes all his own beats too. That's one of the reasons I think, he really inspires me. Is like he's a rapper producer, for lack of a better word. I feel like that kind of tends to get grouped in like a weird category, but yeah, he's one of those folks that make their own beats and rap on top of it, like me. So I think that's really cool. Who else? Earl Sweatshirt, Odd Future, all the way at Tyler. Okay. I really love like electronic music. Like I love Boards of Canada. Okay.
Fred again?
What's that?
Fred again?
He's cool. I love Aphex Twin. Vegan. You know who Vegan is? No. He's a great electronic producer. He helped like produce like Nights with like Alex G and. No, I'm not really. That's like EDM, you know what I mean, and Avicii and stuff. But EDM's cool sometimes. Okay. Sometimes.
Electronic music.
Yeah.
And EDM are not the same.
No, they are. It's like a subgenre of electronic music. So you know how like hip hop has like like trap and like or boom bap and like all. So like EDM is like just a subgenre of electronic music. Same as like ambient or like dance or house. Techno. Yeah. Those are all like subgenres of like EDM, of electronic music. Yeah. You should get into it, bro, for sure. Yeah, but I love all kinds of genres, not just that. Like I love rock music too. Like I love Nirvana. I'm just like that's very basic, but I truly am like I feel like one of the biggest Nirvana fans ever, dude. I love King Cruel. Okay. Who else? Alex G, like I said before. Just it's kind of like a big wide range of stuff, and that's kind of just scratching the surface, But yeah.
Like you mentioned that like you like other mediums besides music. So like, what are some of your other inspirations for people who don't really know other mediums? I guess let's hit us with some of your artists.
Shit, man.
Everything is artists, but like painters and like
dude.
And like that.
Yeah, I love so many different kinds of media of art. I mean, obviously Picasso. Like that's kind of like that's super basic too. But like I grew up painting. Like before I was like into making like music, I painted and like did a lot of like visual art and stuff. So like I kind of just pulled from I really love Kerry James Marshall. I don't know if you know him. He's a really great painter. Dude, I'm not gonna hold you though. My painter knowledge is not like up there as much as like my musical knowledge. But like you put it in front of me, I'd be like, oh, that's that person or that's that person. But like off the top of my head, you know what I mean? But I love like TV and movies and stuff too. Like I direct all my own videos with my visual partner Joe Dalio. He's like a really fucking talented videographer. He's super great. So we just shot a music video actually at the last Circuit Central, and I just got it back tonight. So I'll show you later if you want to see it. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite things about music is like directing my own videos and stuff too. Yeah. I feel like I should be passing this back and forth between us.
Keep it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I speak loud enough so like you can hear me.
Yeah, I'm like a mouse over here. Like.
You're good, no worries.
All right.
So like, why do you make your music? Like, why? Like, what is your drive? Like, What makes you want to be creative?
I think it's two things maybe. I feel like I have a perspective to offer, and I think that's one of the most important parts of making music in general. Is kind of displaying your perspective and like how you see things and kind of what interests you and all the things that make you yourself. And then also like I kind of just want to make the music that I want to hear, you know what I mean?
That's fair, I get that.
So it's like sometimes I get bored and like I'm like fuck, what do I listen to? And then I'm like I make a beat and I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted to listen to, you know?
That's fine.
I think those are the reasons.
Yeah. So like what are like some of the top, like what is your message that you're trying to get out from your music? Like what do you want the people to know?
I wouldn't say that there's one message. I think what I want the people to know, I just think I want the people to get to know me, I guess, and through my music. I'm not trying to be all up in the camera. This is like my first like official interview, so like I don't know, man. I just want to put more good music out there. I want to fill like a gap or a void sometimes. Not to say that there isn't good music coming up, but like I just want to be a part of it. I feel like if I didn't, I get a little bit of FOMO.
Yeah, that's fair. So like, how'd you start making music? When did you start? And how long?
That's kind of a weird question. I'm not gonna hold you. I think I started like in my head like way longer before like I actually started. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I used to write raps a lot, like in my notes, and like I used to like freestyle like with my friends and stuff. And yeah, that was before. And I like had FL like on my laptop, and I was like 14, 15. I'd like fuck around on FL and GarageBand. Okay. But I didn't start making music until I was 18, and then I kind of like dropped out of college. Like after my first semester, kind of just like work and get really good at making or get good at making beats. Sorry, not to like pat myself in the back, but really get into it or learn. I went to audio production classes when I was younger, when I was in high school, but I fucking hated it. Like I hated it so much, bro. If you would have asked me back then, I would have told you like I'd never be in this kind of thing. Yeah, no. And then I graduated, and that was like the first thing I did. It's so weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Things like that work out. Like
very odd.
Reject the thing that you're most meant for.
Yeah, and I didn't really want to take music seriously. I think until like last year. Like even as I was like really starting to enjoy it, and stuff. Like I didn't. It's like, when you're thinking of like majors in college and like the thing that you're really interested in like may not be the thing that's like gonna earn you the most money. It's like kind of the same thing with rap. And it's not about money, but it's like, fuck, like there's so many rappers, there's so many artists, but like, rappers in general, there's so many people, like this market is flooded. So it's like, I was kind of scared to take it seriously until a couple years ago. And then I was like, I don't really know what else I want to do. So yeah. And I was going to do it either way. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I was like, why not?
Do it no matter what.
Exactly.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it to its fullest. How'd you get into throwing the shows and everything?
That's a new thing.
That's like that's a whole different avenue than being like a rapper.
Yeah, true. That's a super new thing. That started earlier this year, actually 2024. I was like, I did a couple shows. I just put out an album called Aquarm, and like I was, promoting it everywhere, dude. YouTube, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Plug. Literally anywhere music can be heard, you can find it. So but yeah, I was like, damn, like I'm doing some shows, but I kind of wanted to like create a space for just to like have not just me but other artists too come out and like, especially from Long Island, come out and do their thing and get some attention and stuff. And so and I knew this place, the Firehouse in Bayshore, that's like our haven that we do the show at. And so I kind of wanted to create just like a space where people could come out and like, just be a part of something. Yeah. So that's where we started. The first one was March. That was CC1. CC2 happened in June. And then CC3 was recent. It just happened late August. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they're pretty fun, dude.
Keep doing that?
I think so, yeah. I do with my partner, Kalo. He works at Against All Odds World. That's his brand. So we kind of put it together. Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Give us some fun facts.
About me?
Yeah, you've never done an interview before.
Yeah, that's fair.
People need to know.
Yeah, these are like those icebreakers that you get when you're in school and you're like, fuck, what do I say? I don't know.
Quick thoughts.
Yeah, shit. Fun fact. I think I'm a lot better at cooking than I really am. That's not really a fun fact. That's just kind of. Oh, absolutely. Maybe too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody told me.
Like by accident.
Like, I hate to be that person, but the person who told me I seasoned my food too much was Caucasian.
You can't trust that opinion, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
yeah, no,
that's a crazy opinion.
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had some of their food?
Yeah, I'm not listening to you ever again.
Yeah.
It's just spicy. Is that what they were telling you?
They're like, oh, it's like a little spicy. Yeah, they were like, it's hot. I'm like, bro, I put fucking garlic powder.
I put salt and pepper.
Some pepper and then some onion powder. How is that shit spicy?
Nah, dude.
We didn't even do anything.
Yeah, you gotta get them at your house after that. Yeah.
I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. What's another fun fact? I love to skate. I like skateboarding. Yeah, which is funny because we're at Tanner Park, which is right there. That's like the first skate park I ever went to growing up. There's also a fair going on over there right now, and they're playing a bunch of Spanish music, and it's like, get me going.
Fair is starting until this weekend because they got the big ass Ferris wheel just
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it is pretty cool though.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to peep that.
Yeah,
I go, my girl.
Even, like, did that until the other day. I was like just passing here by the water, and then I was like, oh shit,
Word.
It's a fucking Ferris.
Yeah, it's like an end of summer kind of thing, I think. Word.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Any more fun facts?
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
Okay. So, everybody, Lucas was the one who suggested that we stand in the middle of the baseball field.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a post-game interview.
You ever play any sports growing up?
Yeah, but I fucking sucked at them. Yeah. I played baseball until I was like... Yeah, I got a couple like junior league, little league home runs under my belt, but that doesn't count. I was fucking trash anyway. But I swam for high school for a little bit. I wasn't very good at that either. None of us really were, but
a swim team is just so random.
Yeah. Oh, I played on the soccer team for like fucking 3 weeks of my senior year of high school. Yeah, and then I quit. I didn't want to do it anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it though.
Okay. What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian.
Okay, word. That's fine. How do you think that's affected like your perception of music? Because
Sports?
No, music. Oh, your ethnicity.
Oh, my ethnicity. Sorry, I'm still on baseball in my head.
You're good. No,
Often,
coming from like an African American
background, absolutely.
Music that's made from them is different than music made from Hispanics.
Yeah, sometimes it is. Not always though, because there's
different like underlying.
For sure.
The way they were raised.
Definitely. It definitely has had an effect on me growing up. My mother is like super involved in like, Latino culture and just stuff like that. So I grew up around heavy like Spanish music and stuff like kind of like what's playing right now. I think that kind of seeps its way. Maybe not into the music that I make like on the surface, but like I think it's given me a sense of like rhythm and timing and stuff like that. And just
any like beat influences come from it?
Maybe not sonically, but I think it's just given me kind of like more of like a sense of how to do things. How music works.
Yeah. How does music work to you?
Oh man, that's a good question. I think structure. Structure is probably the most like, maybe not the most important thing to me because it's not, but it's probably the most like, it helps me to really like make things that I like, whenever I talk about this with people, they seem kind of confused, but I always talk about how one of my favorite things about like the Beatles and Nirvana is like they're so similar, but they're sonically kind of different sometimes. They just have very similarly structured songs. And I think that's something that I try to emulate in my music is I kind of see how their songs are structured and formed and what comes first and the way they write and, something just kind of like, not necessarily simple or catchy, but like something straightforward, Like some people like to have music that has a lot of shit going on, and sometimes I have a lot of shit going on in my music too. But like, how like a song is on, you're like, oh, this is the best part of the song, like right here. Like I want my whole song to be that part, the beginning, middle, and I want it to be that's the good part. You know what I mean? And of course, people strive for that, but I just kind of like I just want meat and potatoes on my plate. That's all.
That's fair. So like, how do you structure your music?
Technically I can just off the top of my head sit here and explain it, but I think I just strive to like make something straightforward. Okay.
Just get to the point.
Yeah, basically.
So do you do like the intros, choruses, and the hooks?
Yeah, no, I definitely do.
Yeah. So explain the meaning of like just getting straight to the point for us. Like, how do you do that in your music? Just get to the point.
I don't know, man. I find what I like about what I'm making, and I kind of just stick to that. I don't really try to switch things up too much unless I feel like there needs to be room for something else, Like I said, like sometimes you listen to a song and there's really one or two parts that you really like about it, and then the rest is just like, it's you could be with or without it. But for my music, I just try to have like, that be the whole thing. Sometimes it comes out to be a song that's like really simple and repetitive, and that's what I like, but not always. Sometimes I like to switch it up.
So when it comes to like the lyricism of the songs, are you freestyling? Are you writing?
Yeah, both.
You do both?
Yeah, sometimes I'll freestyle, sometimes I write. A lot of the times, like, you gotta freestyle your verse just to get, kind of like a flow and like a pattern, or, a rhyme pattern or whatever. And then you kind of just go from there, just and then, you come up with something after that. But sometimes I'll freestyle stuff too. I'm not like Lil Wayne though, or like, how like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z would be like, yeah, I just go in the booth and something happens and then I leave, which is like super fucking cool. I don't even know if that's true, but like if it is, Jesus. But yeah, that could be me.
So you making most of your music at the studio, in the crib?
In the crib, yeah. No, I make all my music in my room. I honestly think I prefer that, yeah. I mean, one, I save a lot of money on like studio time. I don't have to worry about that because, Jesus. And then, yeah, I just kind of, it's a sacred place for me, I think, that I have set up, like, not to say I don't want to collaborate with people, but when you're kind of just by yourself doing your thing, you're not worried about having eyes on you, or
you get to get rid of
like times where, and this isn't always the case. A lot of times I'll be making music with someone I'm really close with, and that's cool. But other times you'll be in the studio or studio with somebody, and you just feel like you're being rushed. You want to produce something. You don't have that room to just kind of be like, let's just see what happens. Like something may happen. We may like make something in the first like 15 minutes, or we might just be kind of waiting around for an hour and a half, just kind of pressing buttons and hoping something works, and it doesn't. So
like when you're making a song, you do like when you make the beat, do you already have the song in mind, or is it like you make the beat and then you like sit with it and then you're like, oh shit, I got a song for that?
Kind of in the middle. I think I usually always make the beat first. It's very rare that I'll write a verse and then make a beat to the verse, Sometimes I'll have a verse and then like I'll use it on a beat that I made, not intending to. But most of the time I'll make a beat and then I'll be like, yeah, this is so awesome. Like, and a lot of the time I'll have something figured out to rap on it, like right there. And other times I'll kind of just sit with it for a while. Think like, what do I really want to say on this? But yeah, that's usually how it goes.
That's fair. I've seen it. I've seen the producer rapper combo.
Yeah.
Do like both ways. It's like I get tripped out if you like have the lyrics and then you make the beat. I'm like,
yeah.
How does that work? Like, how do you?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Timing for it, like, how do you?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's ways to just kind of condense it and make it applicable to any kind of tempo and BPM or whatever. Sometimes it's hard to do that, not always, but that kind of boggles my mind too. And I've done it before, but it's not like my main thing. Like when people would be like, "Yeah, I fucking made a beat to this verse I wrote," I'd be like, "Damn, dude, like, good on you. That's really cool." But yeah, not me.
So, what do you got next? What's going next for Lucas?
I'm gonna keep that part under wraps for now. I'm definitely working hard. Got some stuff, in the vault for now. Like I said, I got a video I'm probably gonna drop soon. I'm gonna show you after this. Probably another Circuit Central. Just kind of been working in the lab.
Okay, in the lab.
But yeah, something definitely coming soon though.
Okay, word. When do you got any projects you doing coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that under wraps for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta ask that.
No, absolutely.
We have to know.
No, yeah.
So like, I don't know. What are you thinking? Like, just about everything, like the culture of the music scene on Long Island, because I know you mentioned that before.
Yeah, man.
Like, what do you think about that? Because like, I often think it's not as together as it should be.
You're right. I don't think it's.
We need a lot more spaces for shows to be held.
Yeah.
We need a lot more to happen. So
Word.
What's your opinion? As somebody who's throwing shows now, and as somebody who's also an artist in it, because like I'm not an artist. Well, I mean I am in my own way, but
no, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, I get it. I see where you're coming from though. I think it's very scattered too, and that's like one of the purposes of the shows. Like I kind of want to have everybody in one place. I think there's a lot of fucking hidden talent in Long Island. A lot. And yeah.
Hip hop days.
Yeah.
I think fucking who's from here? Biz Marquee,
Prodigy, Rakim's from Wine Dance.
Like fucking Method Man.
Is Method Man? Is he from Staten Island though?
Oh yeah.
That's like all Wu-Tang.
I thought some members of Wu-Tang were from.
No, you might be thinking of Mobb Deep. Prodigy. Prodigy is from Hempstead. LL Cool J went to my high school and like when he was like probably 13, I think, and then he moved. Who else? Lil Peep is from Long Beach. No, Long Beach. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but
Taka.
yeah, that's right. He was here for a little while, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
I think he went to Lawrence.
Yeah.
And that's like right on the border of like Queens and
Word.
like he says in one of his songs. So niggas be jacking. I'm from LA. I'm really from Queens, but they say I'm from LA or some shit.
It'd be like that though. Yeah, I know that bar. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've gone back and forth a lot between Queens and Long Island, but I live out here, so. But yeah, in my life, I definitely was kind of going in between. But yeah, dude, there's just so much like hidden talent. There's so many hidden gems out here, and a lot of them are kind of just, you know, doing their thing, kind of just like not waiting around, but like, you know, like there's not really a light on Long Island right now. So like, you know, hopefully with these shows, people start paying a little bit more attention.
Yeah. I saw you were you went to one of Cole Bennett's talks in the city.
Yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
Cole Bennett, he's one of my idols.
I bet he is, dude. You know, you're doing your thing with the music videos too and stuff. So big on you, dude. That stuff is cool.
This whole thing, like Kids on Acid, was like kind of directly influenced and inspired by Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You guys are doing your thing for sure. Shout out to you, bro. But Cole Bennett was cool. I was there and I talked to him and Arshawn, I think his name is, from Kids Takeover. But yeah, I was just asking questions about, you know, like the state of the music industry and how things are going to be monetized. It's kind of like, you know, just a quick question I wanted to ask. But yeah, I don't know what I really learned from that interview. It was cool to be there and like cool to, you know, talk to them and everything. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'd go back to one of those things.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's kind of like an echo chamber. You know what I mean? It's like something most of the stuff you already know. You know what I mean? It's like
Really
most of the people there. Yeah, most of the people there are there for like an opportunity to just kind of like talk to one of these, you know, these two people. So like, or someone from the panel or something like that. So like, well, I think it was a free thing. So that's cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. If it was paid, that'd be kind of lame, but yeah, they had like, it was like the scarcity thing where it's like, you know, there's so many kids there and not everybody was able to get in. But yeah, that was cool that they did that, you know, they set that whole thing up. So shout out to them for sure.
Word. So like, I guess let us know where we can find you. Let us know social media,
sure.
music,
Yeah.
YouTube, everything.
Lucas X Santana on Instagram. I don't even know my TikTok username, to be honest. YouTube, same thing, Lucas Santana. You can check out all my music videos there, and I'm on streaming pretty much everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music. What's it? Fucking Deezer? Is that a thing?
Deezer, Tidal.
Amazon Music, Tidal. Fucking. I have a vinyl. You can go buy a vinyl. No, I gotta set up a website. It's kind of a janky situation right now, so I gotta clean that up too. That is another thing that I gotta work on for sure.
Where can we find the vinyl though? Just DM me,
Yeah, I gotta restock. So I'm trying to. Yeah. Or hit me up, you know, and then I'll know how many to make. But yeah, so that's that.
You open to collabs, all that type of shit?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just looking for people who are into the same kind of things as me in terms of music and stuff. That, you know, that's the kind of thing that I look for when it comes to collab. It's like, you know, do I like what you make? Do you like what I make? Let's work. Yeah. You know.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's been another episode of the World on Drugs interview. We did a fucking post-game interview, which is pretty sick. You guys know where to find Lucas, so check him out. Check out Circuit Central. Check out Against All Odds. Check out everything, and hit him up. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.